President Bola Ahmed Tinubu reiterates commitment for enhanced security in Nigeria. Kaduna State Governor Uba Sani orders emergency action as diphtheria outbreak kills 6. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky sacks the country's ambassador to the United Kingdom. Today is 3rd Muharram 1445 after the Hijrah of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, which is equivalent to 21st July 2023. I am Salamatun Aliman with the news in full. The federal government has increased the school fees for Federal Government College (FGC) from 45,000 to 100,000. This was contained in a directive from the Office of the Director of Senior Secondary Education Department of the Federal Ministry of Education and addressed to all principals of Federal Unity College. According to the circular entitled Approved Fees Charges for Federal Unity College First Term for New Students, signed by the Director of Senior Secondary Education, Hajia Binta Abdul Qadir, new students are expected to part with 100,000 instead of the previous 45,000 naira. The latest fees increment will affect virtually all aspects of activities of the school, including tuition and boarding fees, uniform, textbooks, deposit, exercise books, prospectus, caution fee, ID card, stationery, clubs and society, sport, extra lessons, insurance, among others. To be recalled that the House of Representatives urged the federal government to reverse the increment of school fees in all federal government-owned secondary schools. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has emphasized his firm dedication to ensuring that the Nigerian armed forces are well equipped to effectively carry out their duty of safeguarding the lives and property of citizens within the country and beyond. Speaking at the graduation ceremony of the Senior Course 45 of the Command and Staff College in Jaji today, President Tinubu highlighted the critical importance of addressing the sensitive nature of the present security landscape. He stressed that novel strategies and modern equipment are essential to counter contemporary and emerging security threats in the West African sub-region. President Bola Ahmed pledged his administration's commitment to deploying the full range of state power to ensure the adequate security of the people and their possessions. In another development, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu said Nigeria and neighboring countries in the Lake Chad region must display courage in reforming their military doctrine and practices. The president said the change in tactics had become necessary because the countries in the region were battling a mobile and elusive irregular force that disregard established rules of warfare. He said this today in Kaduna while speaking at the graduation ceremony of Senior Course 45 of the Armed Forces Command and Staff College, Jaji. He also encouraged African countries to work together against common threats, saluted the multinational effort of Nigeria, Cameroon, Niger Republic and Chad to bring peace to Lake Chad region. Tinubu reinforced his message that the collaboration should serve as a commendable example to be emulated and improved on wherever necessary. The president, who spelled out his national security objective, said it will focus on ensuring security, justice and democratic prosperity through state power. The Chief of Air Staff, Air Vice Marshal Hassan Abubakar, has disclosed that the Nigerian Air Force is expecting 51 additional platforms to boost counter-insurgency and counter-terrorism operations in the country. Air Vice Marshal Hassan Abubakar stated this while addressing officers and men during his maiden operational tour of NAF unit in Makurdi, Benue State. According to a statement on Friday by the NAF Director of Public Relations and Information, Air Commodore Edward Gabwit, noted that the acquisition of additional platform will bolster training, air power, employment, and projection. According to the Chief of Air Staff, the platform are expected to include 2 Tracker multi-role helicopters, 2 Beechcraft King Air and helicopters. He added that all the acquisition demonstrate the federal government's commitment to equipping the NAV for the state conduct of training and agile air power employment to meet the nation's security challenges. He further noted that the NAV will continue to enhance cooperation and jointness as part of a whole of nation approach to quickly resolving the security challenges bedeviling the country. The Federal Inland Revenue Service (FIRS) has announced a total tax revenue collection of 5.5 trillion naira for the half-year period of January to June 2023. The executive chairman of the FIRS, Mohammed Nami, said to have made the disclosure while presenting the 2023-2024 tax revenue outlook to the National Economic Council at its meeting held on Thursday at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. The presentation, which contained FIRS 2023 half-year collection report, showed that the FIRS achieved over 100% of its target for the first half of the year when compared with the mid-year target of 5.3 trillion naira. Mr. Mohammed Nami, executive chairman of the FIRS, stated this while presenting the 2023-2024 tax revenue outlook to the National Economic Council at its meeting held on Thursday, 20th July 2023 at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. According to the report, tax revenue collected from the oil sector from January to June 2023 stood at 2.03 trillion naira as against our target of 2.3 trillion, while non-oil tax collections stood at 3.76 trillion naira as against a target of 2.98 trillion naira. A former aviation minister, Stella Udua, her ex-aide, Gloria Odita, and 7 others have been arraigned before Justice Iyang Eko of the Federal High Court in Abuja over fraud-related offences. They were arraigned on a 25-count charge bordering on conspiracy, money laundering, and maintaining an anonymous bank account with First Bank PLC with about 5 billion naira involved. After taking their plea, Justice Eko ordered that the Attorney General of the Federation take over the matter, adding that the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission should transfer the case file to AGF in 2 weeks, while upholding the existing administrative bail conditions granted them by the EFCC. The court also ordered that the terms of condition be made available to the AGF. The court subsequently adjourned the case to October 17, 2023 for trial. The news is coming to you from the studios of Sawaba Radio. More news after the short break. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You're still to the services of Sawaba Radio 104.9. Hadija. Rayuwa Local Government Council has inaugurated 10 members committee for sales of fertilizer provided by Jigawa State Government at subsidized price of 16,000 naira for support farmers to boost agriculture towards job creation and food security to the nation. Council Chairman Mohammed Ahmed Sani inaugurated the committee in his office as directed by state government. The committee, chaired by local government chairman and member state assembly, served as member. Others, DPO, DSS, DIDO, Civil Defense Vigilante District Heads, Chief Imams, Afan Chairman, among others. Mohammed Sani said local government have received 6 trucks of fertilizer containing 3,600 bags of the commodities to be sold to at the rate of 16,000 across the 137 polling units of the 10 wards. Suleilamido University Kafin Hausa has conducted its maiden international conference on Arabic language between Sunday 16 to Thursday 19 July 2023. The conference, which was themed Arabic language between the heritage and modernity, was organized by the Department of Arabic Language, Faculty of Humanities of the university. Vice Chancellor Professor Lawan Sani Taura disclosed that the conference provides a valuable platform for knowledge exchange and intellectual discourse by way of thorough bringing together scholars, researchers, and people from various backgrounds. In a speech, Jigawa State Governor Malam Umar Namadi, who was represented by the Commissioner for Higher Education, Dr. Isa Yusuf Chamo, described Arabic language as a source of knowledge, wisdom, and enlightenment for centuries in the society. A total of 50 papers were well presented during the 3 days conference. 11-member Committee on Fertilizer Sales was inaugurated in Rayuwa, Kirikasama, and Guri Local Government Council. While inaugurating the committee, the council chairman, Honorable Umar Baffa of Rayuwa, Kirikasama, Honorable Isa Adamu Matara, and that of Guri Local Government Council, Honorable Musa Shoaibu Guri, disclosed that the committee's members were inaugurated in line with the directive from the state governor, Malam Umar Namadi. The chairman said each bag of NPK fertilizer will be sold at the rate of 16,000 as against the current market price of 27,000 naira. The chairman charged members of the committee to make sure they abide with the government rules and guidelines. They said each of the local government area ward level will be a selling point of fertilizer to make it more accessible to peasant farmers. They cautioned that any person found buying the fertilizer to the VAT will be charged to court. At least 6 people, mainly children, have died with 12 others hospitalized following the outbreak of diphtheria disease at Kafanchan in Jema'a local government area of Kaduna State. This was disclosed yesterday in a statement by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Muhammad Shehu, who said that the diphtheria disease occurred in 3 wards of local government area, including Takau, Kafanchan A, and Kafanchan B ward. She explained that the disease broke out 2 weeks ago after some residents started exhibiting symptoms such as difficulty breathing, high fever, cough, general body weakness, sore throat, and swelling of the neck. The statement said that the index case was a 4-year-old boy whose illness started first of this month but died after 48 hours, while 5 out of 17 new cases later died within the 3 wards of Jema'a local government area. 12 others are presently on admission in the hospital. The Kaduna State Ministry of Health has advised residents to take steps to prevent the spread of the disease and protect their communities by ensuring regular hand washing with soap and water. Meanwhile, Yobe State government has confirmed the death of 26 patients who contracted diphtheria disease in the state. 21 people are still receiving medication at various isolation centers. The senior special assistant to the governor, Dr. Lawan Gana, told newsmen that so far 289 patients have been discharged across facilities in the state. He said the outbreak of the disease, which became a matter of concern in the last 3 weeks, has affected 7 local government areas of the state. Dr. Gana further explained prevention and control measures such as advocacy, sensitization, and mobilization of communities are ongoing to curtail the spread of the disease. He said diphtheria, which is currently ravaging the country, is now recorded in the state with the highest case recorded in Guru, Rosari, Potoskum, Tarmua, Damatru, Gulani, and Nanjiri. He also revealed that the government is intensifying training of clinical staff to effectively manage the cases, especially now that the rainy season has set in. Now to international scene. Ukrainian leader Volodymyr Zelensky today dismissed the country's ambassador to the United Kingdom, Vadim Presteko, after he criticized the president's response to a row over British military aid. The Ukrainian diplomat had criticized Zelensky's sarcastic response to suggestions from British Defense Minister Ben Wallace that Ukraine should show more gratitude for arms supplies from its allies. Zelensky signed a decree dismissing the country's ambassador to the United Kingdom. The UK is a major donor of weapons to Ukraine and also trains its troops. Volodymyr Presteko is a career diplomat who has served as ambassador to the United Kingdom since July 2020. He was previously Ukraine's foreign minister from 2019 to 2020. That has been the news, but before I go, a recap of the major stories. From the news warhead, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu reiterates commitment for enhanced security in Nigeria. Kaduna State Governor Uba Sani orders emergency action as diphtheria outbreak kills 6. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky sacked the country's ambassador to the United Kingdom. That has been the news on behalf of the news department. Our editor Haruna Ahmed Bultua, continuing announcer Baba Bariki. I am Salam Tanud Aliman saying good night.